Hi guys, this is Leah from Elsie's Adventures in Libraryland. This is my very first ever video blog. I've been meaning to do a vlog for IMM or In My Mailbox for a really long time now. I just haven't really had a chance. Life is just kind of crazy, and this is the first time I really had the opportunity to sit down and do a video blog. So yay, very excited to be finally able to do one for you guys. So before I get started with the books that I got in, you may have noticed I posted a week or two ago about why I haven't been posting or blogging as recently. And the reason is that I got a new puppy, so she's been keeping me really busy, and I just wanted to show her to you really quickly, so just a second. Okay. So this is Sophie. Sophie is a 3-month-old Pekingese Pomeranian mix. She's a little sleepy right now because I just woke her up from a nap. But I just wanted to show her to you guys because she's super cute, and I wanted to just let you know that I'm still here. I'm still reading and reviewing and blogging, but I haven't been able to do it as much because I'm taking care of her. So, and like I said, she definitely keeps me busy, but isn't she so cute? So, okay, let's put you back over here. Okay, just threw her back in her bed. So, yeah, so first video blog, I wasn't really sure where to film this, so I'm actually sitting behind the TV in my grandparents' living room. I didn't really know where else to go, so that's where I'm doing this. So on to my IMM. The first book that I got in the mail is Article 5 by Kristen Simmons. I am super excited to have gotten this book in the mail. I read about it on Goodreads. It's a dystopian, and it sounds really interesting. It takes place in a futuristic United States where all the major cities have been abandoned. If you actually see the cover, it's really cool. It shows a picture of this like abandoned, destroyed city, and then it has a girl and a guy just sort of staring off in the distance. But basically the premise of the book is that the Bill of Rights has been revoked and it's been replaced by new laws called the Moral Statutes. And the main character in it is a girl named Ember Miller, and her mother is actually arrested because she breaks the moral statutes. So then Ember has to go off and find out how to save her mom, and one of the officers that arrested her mom actually happens to be a boy named Chase, who is the only boy that Ember has ever loved. So that's sort of the twist in the story, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. Article 5 comes out, I believe, at the end of this month. I think it's January 31st, so I'm going to get started reading this one really soon. I'm definitely excited about it, and thank you so much, Kristen, for sending me an advanced reader copy of this. The next book that I got in the mail, which I'm also very excited about, is Glimmer by Phoebe Kitanidis. I don't know if I pronounced her name right, but I've also definitely been looking forward to reading this one. Phoebe sent it to me, so thank you so much, Phoebe, for sending this to me in the mail. So the story is about Marshall and Elise, and they just happen to wake up in each other's arms, and they have no idea how they got there. They have no idea who they even are anymore, so they both are suffering from major cases of amnesia. So they go out to try and figure out who they are, where they came from, and they find themselves in this beautiful town. It's like a resort town, but it has something very dark lurking underneath the surface. And there's ghosts and zombies and people who just have something really wrong with them. So I think it's going to be kind of creepy, kind of mysterious. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to reading Glimmer. It doesn't come out until April 17th, so I probably won't get to it for another month or two, but definitely be on the lookout for my review of Glimmer in the future, and also make sure that you go to Goodreads and put this on your to-be-read list. Okay, so the third book that I've got in the mail that I am so incredibly excited about, you have no idea, is, get ready for this selection by Kiera. I almost died when I opened this in the mail. I am so excited to read this book, you have no idea. Look at this cover. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. Try to make sure that there's not too much reflection on it, but I absolutely adore this cover. I think it's so beautiful. I know there's a lot of books out there with gorgeous girls in gorgeous prom dresses, but this one I just think like it tops it off. It's so beautiful. I love the font for the title. It's just such a beautiful book. So that's not the only reason I'm excited about it, though. It also has a really intriguing story. It's another dystopian. I know there's a lot of dystopians that have been coming out recently, but this one sounds like it's going to be a little bit different. It's about a girl named America Singer, which I think is a really sort of, interesting name. But America lives in a country that is plagued by violent rebel attacks, and she is lucky enough to be chosen to enter this competition of a lifetime with 34 other girls, and whoever wins the competition will become a princess. She'll win a crown, she'll get to rule the country, and she'll win the heart of Prince Maxon, who is sort of like the Prince Charming in this book. The major twist is that America Singer is already in love with another boy, so I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens in this book. I think it's going to be one of those books that you just can't put down. Every chapter is going to end with this amazing cliffhanger that just has you dying to read more and to see what happens by the end. So definitely looking forward to reading this book. It comes out, I believe, April 24th, so end of April, maybe May, I can't really remember. But I probably won't read it right away. I'm going to have to wait because I have other books on my list before this one. But the selection by Kiera, make sure that you go to Goodreads. I'll be posting the link for this book down below the video here so that you can check it out and make sure and add it to your TBR list. So thank you very much to Harper Teen for sending this to me in the mail. I'm definitely very excited to read it. Okay, so onto my library books. Whoops. Onto my library books. As you guys might know, I am a librarian. I work at all the different city library branches, and I'm also a college librarian. But because of this, I tend to borrow most of the books that I read and review on my blog instead of buying them. So that sort of makes my blogging hobby or obsession a little less expensive for me. But I'm just going to mention 3 that I got here. I usually take out an absurd number of books from the library, and I usually don't return them on time. I know I'm a horrible librarian. I have like all these library fines. But anyway, I'm just going to mention 3 that I checked out recently. The first one is Legend by Marie Lu, I think her name is. It's another dystopian. I have so many dystopians to read, it's not even funny. This one takes place in a post-apocalyptic United States where the West is now called the Republic. And it's about a boy and a girl who are caught up in this political murder. I like the cover of this book. I think it's very different than a lot of other YA covers that you see out there. It's very simple, but I think it makes a really great statement at the same time. It sort of steps away from the whole, you know, gorgeous girl and the gorgeous dress theme that we see so much of lately. The colors are really unusual, the silver and the gold, so I don't know, I think it's an interesting cover. But I think the story sounds like it's going to be really good. When I first saw this book on Goodreads, I put it on my TBR list right away. There's just something about it, I don't know, that I find to be really interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this book. It came out just this past November. So I think it's gotten a lot of good reviews on Goodreads too. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one soon. Okay, so moving on to the second book that I got from the library recently. It is called Clarity by Kim Harrington. This book I've had on my TBR list for a really long time, and it never really interested me enough to read it. I don't know, it didn't really stand out to me, I guess. But I was at the library the other day and I saw it on the shelf, and it kind of sounds like it might be a good book. It's about a girl named Clarity who can see things that other people can't. And she's the only one who can solve this paranormal murder mystery. She has a boyfriend who cheated on her, who wants to help her solve the mystery. She really doesn't want to have anything to do with him. And then I guess they both find out that Clarity's brother is the prime suspect in the murder. So I don't know, it sounded like it would be a pretty interesting book. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. And then the last book that I wanted to show you guys that I took out from the library is called Rampant by Diana Peterfreund, I think is how you pronounce her name. Seriously, I've had this book on my to-be-read list ever since I started blogging last March. I've always wanted to read it. It's a little thick, as you can see. I just never got to it, but I decided I really have to read it. I've taken it out from the library about 3 times now, returned it, but it's always been in the back of my mind like I really need to read this book. It's sort of a paranormal fantasy kind of book. I don't know if you can see the cover. It's probably got a lot of glare on it. But it's a paranormal fantasy book about killer unicorns. So yeah, killer unicorns. I have to read this book, right? It's gotten mixed reviews on Goodreads, so I don't know what I'm going to think about this one, but I need to read it. Otherwise, I'm always going to wonder what a book about killer unicorns is really like. So that is probably going to be one that I read pretty soon as well. So those are my books for this week, for this week's IMM. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I said it was going to be short because it's my first video blog, but it probably ran over 10 minutes, like a lot more than that. But anyway, if you guys want to leave me any comments or links to your In My Mailbox post for this week, please just leave me in the comments below any links so that I can follow you as well. And it was good talking to you guys, and I'll see you soon, and happy reading. Bye!